Hope you got that vault's location. I eavesdropped on Skavik and some mercenaries over an encrypted comm channel. They're trying to beat us to the vault. Sounds like they're closing in.
Beryl says the vault is buried in a place called Zone 0.
Then we're not sunk yet. Unlike us, the mercenaries don't have the vault's exact coordinates. From what I overheard, Skavik's men aren't having much luck in their search for the vault. Something out there is eating those mercenaries alive. Literally.
For once, I'm glad Terrace is a death trap.
The creatures are slowing the mercenaries down, but not enough. Get to the vault as fast as you can, then open the lock with this Geonosian slicer module. It took me months to trade for this. Don't lose it, understand?
If I march all the way to Zone 0 and I'm still locked out of that vault, you're fired.
Technology has come a long way since that vault was built. It'll open. Good luck, partner. Hope I see you again soon.
If I die, lock up before you leave.
Not funny. You got the astrogation chart, didn't you? I can tell by the look on your face.
Did you ever doubt me?
If I did, you've just made me a believer for life. That astrogation chart belonged to an exchange gangster named Davik Kang. Davik personally mapped dozens of hyperlanes between the core and outer rim systems. He found shortcuts and hideouts all over the galaxy.
How'd you find out about this chart?
The same way I find out about everything. Listening to the right people. Have you studied much galactic history, Captain? Interesting patterns emerge if you pay attention. Davik Kang's criminal empire ended when this planet was destroyed. Drayen's empire was born when he destroyed a planet.
Drayen destroyed a whole planet?
Technically, it was only a single settlement. Once upon a time, there was a pirate haven on the outer rim called Mandelia. Thousands of criminals lived there. One bright morning, Drayen's freighter dropped out of hyperspace over Mandelia. He demanded the pirates surrender to him or die.
Pirates aren't known for surrendering.
They weren't afraid of a lone, lightly armed freighter. They thought Nock was crazy. When the pirates sent their reply, Nock launched a single rocket at their settlement. The warhead was tipped with an Imperial nerve toxin. The entire settlement died in less than a minute.
Where did Nock get an Imperial warhead?
He stole it, of course. He'd been looking for a way to take down Mandelia in one shot, and that was the perfect solution. That day at Mandelia, Drayen went from being a low-rent smuggler to one of the richest criminals in the galaxy. Anyway, that's how the legend goes. I should probably let you get back to work.
How about some more history lessons someplace private?
You're incorrigible. Come see me when you're irresistible, and we'll talk. At any rate, I'm ready to leave Taris. I'm sure we can find someplace more interesting to be.
You've got a bad case of wanderlust, Risha.
Hey, it's one of my best qualities. I love Nar Shaddaa. This is the place you get everything you never knew you wanted. The only laws are the ones people make with bribes or blasters. It's good to be home again.
Maybe you can show me the sights, gorgeous.
Nice try, but we're here on business, not pleasure. There's a hut here named Druga who has a prototype starship engine. We need it to find Drayen's fortune. Druga and I made a deal. He'll trade the starship engine for that caged beast.
How can that slobbering creature be worth a ship engine?
It's the last male Shanjaru in the galaxy. The species is pretty much extinct. That makes it valuable. Druga's hosting a giant moving party on his pleasure barge. It stops periodically at different locations. Right now, it's on the promenade. I sent Druga several messages, but he never replied. You'll have to make contact the old-fashioned way.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Don't worry. Druga's feasts are elaborate 40-course meals. He's probably too busy gorging himself to bother with a hollow. Before you go, one more thing. I know there's a price on your head from Rogan the Butcher over some business on Ord Mantell. Word on the HoloNet is, Rogan's personal bounty hunter is here on Nar Shaddaa. His name's Zank Helrot. Watch out for him.
Who told you about the price on my head?
I ran a background check on you before we left Coruscant. A girl can't be too careful. The sooner we finish our business with Druga, the sooner we can be someplace Zank Helrot isn't. Have fun at the party. Just in time. I installed that new engine for you. Want to take it for a spin?
Where did you learn to be a starship mechanic?
At my father's knee. He was the best. This prototype is really something. You'll find your ship is a lot more maneuverable. I noticed we have a new addition to the crew. Wookiees are always good for extra muscle. Is this one friendly?
If I say the word, he'll pull your arms right out of their sockets.
Aw, you have a new best friend. Corso must be so hurt. It's funny that a Hutt is helping us find Drayen's treasures. Nock used to terrify the cartel.
You know a lot about this obscure gangster.
Obscure gangster. People have written massive holochronicles about him. Not my fault you've been living under a rock. 20 years ago, Nock single-handedly killed half the cartel members in a single night. No one ever figured out how he did it. The surviving cartel members gave Nock control over an entire galactic quadrant as a gesture of respect. The Hutts never took it back.
People are gonna fear me even more than they did Nock.
Well, it's good to have goals. We're closer than ever to finding Drayen's lost wealth, Captain. Let's keep up the chase, shall we? Someone's calling on the ship's holo. Probably a fan. Be a darling and tell them I'm out.